Hello, welcome to another Linux terminal commands for beginners tutorial. For this video I will be talking about the head command. Let's open up the terminal. What head command does is similar to cat more and less commands, in that it outputs the contents of the files to the terminal. What makes head different is it gives you control of how many lines of a file's content is outputted. By default, it prints the first 10 lines of a file. Before we start, I'll change directories into a directory I have prepared for this video. cd head ls. Let's use the head command to print out the first 10 lines of alphanum.txt. Head alphanum.txt. Here we have the first 10 lines of alphanum.txt. Remember, by default, head displays the first 10 lines. Now let's display 7 lines using the -n line option. Head -n for the line option. 7 lines alphanum.txt. We now displayed the first 7 lines of alphanum.txt. Let's do 12 lines. Head -n for line option, 12 lines alphanum.txt. We could also use head to display the number of lines equal to the max amount of lines minus a given number. First, let's check how many lines are in alphanum.txt with the cat command. Cat alphanum.txt. So alphanum.txt has 26 lines. Now let's use the head command to display the number of lines equal to the max lines minus 5. Head -n for lines. -5, we add a negative to indicate we are taking away 5 from the max lines of the file, alphanum.txt. Here we get an output of 21 lines. Remember, alphanum.txt has a maximum of 26 lines and we took away 5 to get the output of 21 lines. Let's try another one. We'll take away 10 lines this time. Head -n for lines option, minus 10 lines from the max, alphanum.txt. 26 lines take away 10 lines is 16 lines. Pretty simple. The -c bytes option displays the k number of bytes of a file, i.e. head -c for bytes option, k file, where k is the bytes of the file you want to display and file is the file. Let's do an example. ls. We're going to use the head command with the -c bytes option on Cauchy.png. Head -c for bytes, the first 100 bytes of Cauchy.png. Here we get a bunch of gibberish, but this is the first 100 bytes of Cauchy.png as interpreted by the head command. Now let's use head -c on alphanum.txt. Head -c for bytes, the first 20 bytes of alphanum.txt. Here we get the first 20 bytes of alphanum.txt, which equals 3 lines. Since it's a text file, we don't get a bunch of gibberish. The -c bytes option also works similarly to the -n lines option when entering a negative number. Head -c for bytes option, -20. The -20 sign to indicate that we want to output the lines of the file minus 20 bytes, alphanum.txt. Here we get the number of lines equal to the actual file size of alphanum.txt minus 20 bytes. The -C bytes option is a useful option if you are working on a project and want to keep your files a certain size. To summarize, we use the head command to output the first 10 lines of a file. Its -N lines option to output a select number of lines, and the -C bytes option, which displays a select number of bytes. This concludes my Linux terminal for beginners tutorial, the head command. For more information, check out the manual page for the head command at man-head. Here are some more Linux for beginners videos. Also, please like or subscribe, but only if you want to. And lastly, thanks for watching.